The early morning sun filtered through the glass panels of Ahmedabad International Airport. Passengers of flight AM1467 waited at Gate 5, some yawning, some typing last-minute messages. A young woman in a white hoodie waved goodbye to her mother. A Gujarati family discussed seat preferences in hushed tones. No one knew these would be their last conversations. Inside the cockpit, Captain X, a veteran of 34 years, went through his pre-flight checklist with his co-pilot. Every button, every switch felt routine, like breathing. "Looks good," he said, hiding the slight tightness in his chest that had lingered since waking. He adjusted his collar and radioed the tower AM1467, requesting clearance for takeoff. As he waited for a response, Captain X's thoughts flashed back to countless flights, each filled with its own challenges and triumphs. The familiar weight of responsibility settled on his shoulders, but he couldn't shake the feeling that today was different. Suddenly, the radio crackled to life, breaking his reverie. AM1467, you are cleared for takeoff. The engines roared, the wheels bumped along the tarmac. The aircraft gathered speed, but then, a strange vibration. The right side jerked. An alert lit up. Captain X's voice sharpened. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. A loud bang shook the fuselage. The nose dipped. Screams filled the cabin. Pull up, pull up! But the aircraft veered violently. Left skipped off the edge of the runway and headed straight towards the nearby medical college campus. At the government medical college hostel, students laughed over parathas and tea. "Bro, I swear pharmacology is a scam," said NM, biting into a samosa. Aditi replied, "Wait till you meet surgery." Then came the thunder. The ground trembled. A shadow loomed outside the window. They turned, and the sky itself seemed to fall upon them. Panic spread through the room as they rushed to the window, trying to comprehend the chaos outside. The once lively chatter turned into frightened whispers as sheets of rain began to pelt the windows like a relentless drum. NM gripped the edge of the table, eyes wide, while Aditi tried to calm everyone down, her voice barely heard above the storm. The aircraft tore through the hostel's east wing like a metal beast. Flames burst from the fuel tanks. The tail ripped off and landed in the college quadrangle. Screams, smoke, fire. The students who had survived stumbled out, faces cut, some barefoot, some in shock. Captain X was still strapped in blood trailing down his temple. He had tried to steer the doomed. Hours later, the crash site was a patchwork of rubble luggage, medical books, and charred metal. Ambulances wailed. Doctors became patients. Aditi, blood on her white coat, helped carry a friend. The airport's arrival board still read flight AM4467, departed, but it never arrived. The air was thick with despair as families clung to each other searching for answers. The arrival board's cruel irony hung heavy on hearts. In the midst of chaos, hopes intertwined with the reality of loss as lives forever changed in moments. 5 years later, a marble plaque stands near the rebuilt hostel in memory of 107 lives lost. 2025. NM visits every year, now a doctor himself. He lays a bouquet. He whispers to the wind, "We had lunch together that day." And the sky is silent, as if listening. As NM stands up, he gazes into the distance, lost in memories of laughter and friendship, while the sun sets behind him, casting a warm glow over the scene. A close-up reveals his hand resting on the marble plaque, fingers gently tracing the engraved letters, tears welling in his eyes, showcasing a mix of nostalgia and important disclaimer. The video depicted is purely fictional and does not represent any real-life incident. We extend our deepest condolences to all families who have lost their loved ones in any tragic events. Additionally, please note that this video may be subject to copyright restrictions. Unauthorized use or distribution without proper permission is prohibited.